This is Saturday. This is the again the first week of Advent, and it's December 9th. And again we have Isaiah, and then Isaiah says, "O people of Zion, who dwell in Jerusalem, no more will you weep. He will be gracious to you when you cry out." Okay, so I grew up with 4 brothers, no sisters, so all guys. Then I joined a construction company, my father's company, all guys. And then after that, I joined a congregation, which is all men. So my journey with the guys, I've learned one thing, that guys don't like to show tears. They don't like to cry in front of other people. Now, I learned this when I was really young because I was playing baseball and I got hit smack in the elbow with the baseball and I started to cry. And my brother came over to me and says, no, don't cry in front of everybody. Just rub it. Now, this is true also with my friend said this as well, my confrere, David Nagorski. And he said when he was growing up, he worked for roofers. And there was a guy that worked with him who was called Moose. And the reason why he was Moose is because he was big. And the reason why he was big is because he was the champion weightlifter in the Florida State Penitentiary. And when the hot tar would splash on you, he said it was really, really painful. But nobody cried. They just rubbed because of Moose. Moose was there. So, what Isaiah is saying to us is, for us, all of us guys who don't want to show tears, it's okay to cry before God. It's okay to show your tears before God. You know, when Lazarus died, everybody was crying. Jesus took away all of the tears. He knew exactly how to do it. He raised Lazarus back to life again. And there was another time when Jesus was walking, and there was a widow who was going to bury her only son, and there was a funeral procession going on. And Jesus went up to the widow because she was crying. He says, "Do not cry." But Jesus didn't just say, "Don't cry." She gave her a reason not to cry. So he places his hand on the dead boy, and the boy comes back to life. And the scriptures say that when the boy woke up and came back to life again, he said he started to speak. I can imagine what he was saying when he started to speak. He's probably looking around saying, "Why is everybody looking at me? Where were you taking me? What do you mean I was dead?" He probably had a lot of things to say. And everybody was rejoicing, and he took away all the tears. So it's okay to show your tears to God. This is something that God will always, because God doesn't just say stop crying and say stop. You don't need to cry anymore. He gives us a reason not to cry. So we always have that hope that right after the tears, there's going to be great joy.